I am Red Cyclone! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Lee Beats, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
Feeling chill, Mark? I know the Game Awards have come and gone,
Yes.
so I know you got your breakdown of your favorites. I got some trailers that I got to look forward to, and the announcement finally that Final Fantasy is free from its prison. January 23rd, 2025. That's it.
You know what's funny is that I probably played my PS5 version around the same time you play yours. Because I have the game, I just have not touched it.
Mm-hmm. But yes, that's all I was waiting for was the announcement. I got what I wanted.
Nice.
And I really did not watch the show.
I watched it. It was probably one of the better ones they had in a long time. I think they focused, but I think they focused.
I saw Harrison Ford. That's all I saw.
Yeah, they focused too much on the previews and not enough on the letting the people actually accept the awards and celebrate. So I'll say that would be my downfall with it. Like, these guys fucking bust their ass making these games. Let them speak a little bit. But they kind of did the thing that they just announced like 5 awards in a row, and then they go into the next thing, and then a preview, and then another preview, then another preview, then they'll...
You know whose fault that is?
Yeah.
You know whose fault that is? It's Kratos' fault.
Probably.
Didn't he talk for like 2 hours?
Yeah, he talked for a while. But then the second one, when he
like,
won it, he didn't talk, he kept it short. It's just they nitpick on what they do now, but
just saying, it's Kratos' fault.
I'll shout out the dude that was in Baldur's Gate. He presented the Game of the Year awards, and what he said and his monologue, what he said and everything. It's about the game business and what is true about it, and he did not like hold back on saying about the firings and all that shit. Like, he really fucking went in on it and everything. So it was a good conversation. You definitely should listen to it because it was actually really good. I had Astro Boy winning Game of the Year, and that's what won Game of the Year, Astrobot.
Mm-hmm.
Astrobot, it's a fucking video game, and that's one thing that I love about it. It's a video game. It is what you think of a video game to be, and it has everything you need it to have. And also, while they won Game of the Year, they brought a Christmas themed level to the game that same week, and Spider-Man and Miles Morales was Astrobots in it. I was extremely happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
And Gex the gecko.
Did he have the Stone Cold vest on?
No, but he was on. He was just watching TV or some shit on his little thing. He had the couch and the little TV.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Astrobot won. They won Best Game Direction and also Game of the Year. Best Narrative was Metaphor Fantasio, which is a game I want to get into. Probably sometime early next year I'll probably play it. Best Art Direction, Metaphor Reach Fantasio. Best Score and Music was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Best Auto Design was Hellblade 2. Best Performance was Hellboy 2, The Lady in Hellblade 2. Never played those games, so I can't tell you. Innovative Accessibility, Lost Crown, Prince of Persia, but sadly, that game's people they closed down that studio. Games for Impact, never played it. Best Ongoing, Helldivers 2, which is a really fun game, and they just added like the 4-wheel drive trucks and shit, so very like Halo multiplayer kind of vibes to it, and it's really fun. Baldur's Gate 3 won Best Community Support. Best Independent was Balatro. That's actually a really addictive card game that's on the phone. Best Debut, Balastro, which is I think a one-man team that made that game as well. And he also won Best Mobile Game as well. Best Action, Black Myth Wukong. Best Action Adventure, Astro Bot. Best Family was Astro Bot as well. Best RPG was Metaphor for Fantasio. I still would say Like a Dragon Infinity Wealth has a better gameplay. I actually enjoy their gameplay more than theirs, but it's very similar to each other. But I'll be biased and say Like a Dragon should have won that. Tekken 8 was the winner of that. There was no competition. I think Marvel's Capcom could have been close.
I was gonna ask, like, was there anything else that was legitimately released?
Tekken, Marvel's Capcom was in the list, so that was the only one I think could have disappointed it.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, because Multiverse is what it is. Sparking Zero had a big hype, but it's not. I don't consider that a real fighting game.
No, I just mean the lack of competition.
Yeah, there's no competition.
Usually would be at least another game. You would think.
No.
Damn.
Marvel's Capcom, I'll say, was the
Virtual
closest.
No, I'm talking about a new game.
Yeah,
like that's not new.
Yeah, those are the main ones that I will say. Best multiplayer game, Helldivers 2 won that. Good for them. Most anticipated is Grand Theft Auto 6, which I'm not surprised. The trailers, they did show a lot of cool things. My highlights were Project Century, which is made by the Yakuza people. I'm excited for that. And I saw that Snoop Dogg is going to be one of the main villains in that game.
Yes, sir.
They did show another trailer for Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza, which they introduced the English voice actors, Rich Mojo and a bunch of other people are voicing new characters as well. So it's going to have a full English voice cast. They also showed the first clips of Virtua Fighter, the next Virtua Fighter game.
I think that was the feel-good announcement of the show.
Yeah.
Was that they straight up showed something for Virtua Fighter 6. Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they announced the Revo, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's like another version of 5.
Yeah.
That's online now, so good for Virtua Fighter.
Yeah. It looked cool. I was digging it. I was like, alright, nice. Omimusha from Capcom side. Omimusha was shown. I'm excited for that. Okami is another one. I never got into the first one. I may want to replay it. I think it's on PSN, so I might actually...
It's on everything. That's a game that's literally on every system.
Yeah, okay. So I might actually check that out. But Okami got announced. The new Naughty Dog game looks interesting. I usually like their projects, so I think it would be something I'll play. Other than that, like, that Pac-Man one, Project, whatever the fuck the name is, it was from Secret Room. And it has like Pac-Man as a side thing in the weapon, and you're this really weird character. It's weird. It looks like it's gonna be like a Castlevania-ish kind of style, and I'm interested in that. It looks weird. The Ninja Gaiden looked pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's what that's interesting. They opened with that.
Witcher 4. Witcher 4, I'm excited for. I am looking forward to seeing. I knew it was gonna be Seri, gonna be the main character, so. Everyone was complaining about it, and I knew she was gonna be like the story led into.
Why is she popular? Like I don't understand.
People just don't want to be a chick, and that's usually the bullshit that it is. But I was like, the story led in her being the Witcher, like 100%. If you play the DLC too, it led more in her being the Witcher. Mm-hmm. I was like, there was no way of getting away from that. Like
I thought that was like her whole entire character arc was she was gonna be the next one.
Pretty much, and everyone's bitching, and I'm like, yo, they told you this shit.
That's really weird.
Yeah, the people are just fucking assholes. They hate on shit. Cause the same thing they complain on the new what's Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. That's the new Naughty Dog game coming out. Trent Reznor is actually doing the soundtrack for it too.
Okay, that's cool.
What else? Those are the ones that really stood out. Project Century, just because it's another Yakuza style-ish game with a new engine, which I'm very interested in seeing how it looked. Like how the gameplay looked already, it kind of looked more of a realistic take on Yakuza than the cartoony shit that happens in the fights. So I'm already like interested in seeing where they go with that. So, and anything this company makes, I'm usually bored on. So I'm looking forward to that.
Gotcha.
From beyond that, I did play the Power Rangers, Rita's Rewind.
Oh yeah, that did come out.
Yeah,
So how is that?
it's hard. That game is not forgiving whatsoever. They just did updates to make it a bit more forgiving, but even then, it's still like a little tough little game. The Zord parts I think they're just way too long for what it is. And they have some really cheap things that happen to you while you're doing the Zord. Like they have like little areas you could fall, and it actually takes a life instead of just taking health. The screen gets overly crowded, so I wonder if they had like 6 players at once playing that game, how fucking insane it is gonna be to see your cursor. Because with 2 people, it was a bitch to see your cursor. Other than that, the fight system, like the beat 'em up style stuff, is fun. The gameplay itself is fun. It's very I'll say a slower version of Shredder's Revenge. But I'm digging the combo system. I'm digging kind of how it plays and stuff like that. I like the fact that what it is. And the Green Ranger, you got to beat the game in order to unlock him, and then you could play as him as well. Other than that, like, it's a fun game. I played with Lil Steven. After the last cast we did, I jumped on Twitch and we played together, and we got owned by fucking the Green Ranger. So not even the Green Ranger, we got owned by Dragonzord, because fucking him, he has like 3 different levels that you had to go through in order to fucking fight him, and then you fight him in the Zord, and then that also had issues like the kind of punch out kind of style. But once you get the hang of what the combos are, you could get into that easy. But it's a short game. It's a fast game if you get into it. They're doing updates to add more players on the online side of things. But if you're local, you can play 6 players at once. If you're online, you can play 2. So I'm hoping at least they get to 4 players. It would be fun with just 4 players.
Did they try to get any of the music?
They have the music, but it's like their versions of it. So it's not. I wish some of the iconic ones are there, like the Green Ranger song. I wish it was there, but they have versions of they have the Power Ranger theme. That's one thing they have. They do have like the theme when they go into the Zords and stuff. They have like a new updated version of that theme. They have it as each level is a episode. Like, I guess it's based off the first like 5 VHS tapes.
Oh, okay.
Because the first episode is the day of the dumpster, and that's the first like stage, and that's like the first VHS tape. So it goes into that. I wish there was some more of the weird monsters that you normally see, like the pudgy pig. The more iconic.
Is the eyeball monster in there?
Huh?
The eyeball monster is there?
Yes, he is, and he's a bitch.
All right.
And then they have the scarecrow. That you go into the amusement park, and you fight him in 3 different rounds too. Goldar is the first boss, and then you have the Dragonzord as one of the bosses, and Green Ranger, and then Rita's robot self as the main boss. She was very annoying too, because you had to keep breaking these fucking things, and then you had to ping pong something towards her, and then once you ping pong something towards her, then you finally unlock her shield, and then you gotta fight her, and then after the second round, she'll add a bunch of buddies and all that shit, and then you still have to ping pong something towards her, but also have to be with the buddies as well. It's annoying.
Do they have the sounds there? Do the buddies have the buddy sounds?
Yeah. The sound effects are there. The music fits it. The morphing, I think, is new voice actors for them. They do the little soul voices, not the original stuff. But the one thing I will say that I wish they had more of is the weapons. I wish you had an option of a weapon, like to use the blaster or use the power sword or the power axe. They come out in a combo, but they're not really used like that. I wish that was more in the game, or even a power up that you can actually use the blaster blade and shit like that, or things like that. Like those little things, I wish they were there a bit more. Like you do see it, but it's not like the main thing that attacks. Like the Ninja Turtles in the game, they're using their weapons. So that's kind of what I wanted to see with them. You actually use the weapons. Maybe if you have all 5 people, you can make the power. You can actually have all of them combined into one power cannon shit. That would be fucking cool. So that's something I wish they had it.
Question: They don't do that in like a cutscene or
No,
anything?
not at all.
Like the transition when you go from. Oh,
No, they don't. They don't. That was something that I said really early in the game. I was like, oh shit, they don't have the power cannon. And then little Steven was asking me, he's like, yeah, you would think they'll do like the first fight with Goldar with the power cannon and shit, and then they go into the swords. But again, this is the Power Ranger fan in me that I'm gonna see all the other things that there's missing from it. I wish again they added more of those little features, but for a game itself, it's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. It's fucking difficult. Like it's you gotta know you gotta learn patterns, you gotta learn the combinations and stuff like that, and how the game plays. They did add things to the last update to make things a little easier. As in, there's a point where your dodge, if you did dodge twice, like your guy froze, and then he
as in like it was a glitch, or it was
no,
like
he
that was
just
how it
like
was made?
they kind of gave him like stamina, so he got tired. And then they will
Oh,
stop the and then they gives them a free attack. Now you could just fucking keep flipping. So they did fix
gotcha.
that. Again, I
Gotcha.
wish there was more the weapons involved. So like the blaster, I think the blaster could have been of something easily done as a far away move that you could keep a combo goes. Like say for instance you knocked out all the combos and the dude is in the far side of the screen, you could shoot him and continue that combo and then run after him. So I think the blaster could have been useful in that game in a way.
Are there pickup weapons?
No.
Okay. Okay.
And the little hidden things are a little annoying too.
As in what?
There's
Like
like little,
collectibles?
yeah, they're a little annoying because they're like blended into the screen, like you don't see them at all.
I assume that's on purpose, right?
Yeah. So it's fine, but again, like for games like this, like it annoys me in Sonic 2. Like they make you fucking search for things in a fast-paced game. It annoys the shit out of me. So those are little things I just wish they're fixed a little bit better. But yeah, the use of the blaster would have been cool because again, they use the blaster all the time in the cartoons and shit like that, or they attempt to use it and they always make it to the blade, but they never actually shoot people. The Sentai they always shot people. But I would have wished that the power cannon. I think it could have been a cool little thing if you played with 5 players and all press the same, or one person presses the special button, but it takes all your specials and you get one big ass power blast. Would have been fucking cool.
I know that game has like a super type of system. What's that
It's like
look like?
Street Rage.
So it takes your health?
No, it just it doesn't have like a power move, but it has like a power special. Like you gain it through like combos and stuff, and then when you press it, like they'll say Tyrannosaurus, and he'll have like a big bunch of fire come out, or Dragonzord, the Dragonzord missiles come down. So shit like that. It's kind of like when they call the cop and they just shoot and they just blast around the
Oh,
circle.
okay.
It's very similar to that.
Gotcha.
Again, I just wish something better. Another thing they added to the update, because in the beginning, when you're doing the story mode, when you go to the Juice Center, you couldn't change the Rangers. You had to like start the whole game over to change the Ranger. Now they give you the option to like switch your Ranger if you want to go to the next stage as a different Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
I will say in the early game, the Pink Ranger is kind of a cheat code for the Zord modes.
Because she can shoot?
She can fly,
Oh, she can
so
fly.
she don't have to dodge the holes.
Oh, there's holes. Okay.
There's like holes in the
Understood.
floor, which in the early when you first played it, if you fell in a hole, it'd take a whole life. It doesn't like take energy, so that was where people got mad about it, because there are some like floating platforms that you gotta actually jump on and shit. So if you're a Pink Ranger, you don't have to worry about it, you just fly.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
she's the only one that flies. Everyone else is on the ground. So that was a cool thing. Dragonzord is not much different from the T-Rex, so like if you play the T-Rex Red Ranger, the Dragonzord plays exactly the same. I wish there was a little more uniqueness to it, but other than that, that was about it. No White Ranger. I didn't expect it, but it's supposed to be the beginning of it, so. But other than that, like it's a fun game. Right now, after the update, I give it an 8, a solid 8. I wish there was a bit more, just because the fandom in me wants more of the weapons and stuff like that, like I keep mentioning. I wish it was more of that. I wish it was more. I wish it was more closer to Shredder's Revenge than it is to the. I guess I say it plays more like Double Dragon, because it's a bit more slower pace than what Shredder's Revenge is a bit more like fast pace and then big combos and stuff. So I say it's a bit more slower than that. I wish it was a bit faster.
Gotcha.
But other than that, it's a fun game. It's rough $25. I think it's $40. That was worth it.
True that. I think it sounds like it would do good to have a good. Hopefully, people pick it up and it has a good post-launch. What they call it? Where they add things to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Like hopefully there'll be like maybe next year there'll be a DLC, and it'll be they'll do like a chapter or something maybe for the movie or something. Power Rangers.
That's the other thing is, and this is just the fan in me of Power Rangers, is the fact that the villains they chose to do, it just don't make sense sometimes because chronology they don't exist. To where they're showing what the Power Rangers are at the moment in time, so the time frame of it, the birds, the fucking the black birds that were Ivan Zoo's putties, they don't exist at the moment. So I'm like, why are they using those? They could have just used different villains.
Oh, I mean, damn, you just might have hit on something. There might be plans for the Ivan Ooze in the game.
But I did appreciate like them showing like the putties in clown suits. They showed like punk rock putties. They showed like the football suits. They show shit like that. So I did appreciate stuff like that.
Okay. It feels like they learned the lesson from this, I guess, Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
With the different types of foot soldiers.
Yeah.
Throughout the stages. All right.
Yeah, because the putties, they did the same thing with the putties. Like each different color putty has a different moveset. So like in Ninja Turtles, the white foot soldier had a sword. The blue ones had they had the katana blade, and the pink ones were plain.
The blue ones are the only ones that could jump.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
So they do have those. They do have those kind of characters. So they have like a blue putty that just like has blades that will chase at you.
They have funny ones. They have like more characteristics to them than just being colors, like you said. The punk rock one.
Yeah, then they have the clown
That's
one
cool.
and stuff like that. So those are things that are
That's
cool.
cool.
Those are,
Did they put in? Did they? Since you said they weren't going 100% in chronological order, did they do the fake Rangers?
No.
Like the putties
funny.
that look like the Rangers. No.
That would have been funny. I would have took the Z Rangers into this being
That
like
sounds...
fucking Walmart looking Power Rangers.
Okay.
No, again, I feel like they could have been more. They could have went more creative in it, and this is just the Power Ranger fan on me, like really wanting more out of it. Because again, there's things I see that I'm very appreciative of it. But they also had like a beat 'em up not so long ago. It was an okay beat 'em up. It wasn't a great beat 'em up, but I thought they did a pretty decent job in kind of creating the Power Ranger stuff. And I think it doesn't get looked at like it was a big game, but I thought it was pretty solid. It was a Power Ranger game, came out like maybe 2019, 2018, and they had like weird they look like big-headed Rangers and shit like that, and it had like a weird art style, but it was a beat 'em up, and it had all 5 Rangers. You were actually Rocky, Ashley, and Adam came in later on. You were able to play the White Ranger as well, and then they had the Zord sequences and all that stuff too. But I thought the game was okay. It wasn't that bad of a game. I thought they could have improved on it, but it wasn't that bad. And I wish if they mixed those two games together, I think they would have a good balance of how they use the powers and stuff. Because that game, you were able to use the blaster and shit too.
Okay.
I gotta get the name of it. I think it's Mega Battle. I think it's Power Rangers Mega Battle.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
it came. Yeah.
That's not bad at all. At least it's a decent first ever from this team.
Yeah.
I think it's the first one they did, so that's cool.
Yeah, it was Power Rangers Mega Battle. It came out 2017 on PS4 and Xbox One.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that was like I thought that wasn't a bad game. It didn't review well. I thought it was an okay game. It was nothing special, but I thought for what they did, I thought it was pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, sir.
I've been
Alright.
on Persona Reloaded, Reloaded. I'm enjoying it so far.
You don't know where, like, how far you are,
I'm
or does it tell you? Does it tell you
I'm
the percentage?
probably like I'm like 20 hours in.
Gotcha.
So like I think I just passed the first semester. Yeah, that's right, man. I think I've passed the first semester.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get into the movie? Or you have anything else?
I'm trying to think. Did anything else big come out? Was there any figure stuff that happened over there?
More of the sales and everything like that. None big like announcements of anything.
No, right?
Cause they usually wait till after the holidays to start announcing a bunch of.
Well, I mean, they did something before, like the week before, but that
Yeah.
was 2 weeks before the holidays. No, that's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing I saw that was, I mean, it was kind of not hidden or not something people were like, oh my god, is it gonna be there? It was more of just interest to see what it looks like, and it's the Borderlands 4, the trailer, which looks good.
Yeah.
I just wonder if they are gonna push it further than the last game,
Yeah.
because they had stories come out about the story. Yeah. We're not doing it as kiddie, like toilet humor, I think was the quote as the old ones. But I don't think the toilet humor was the problem. It's just they started to blend into one game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but playing 2 to like 1 was its own thing. But I think 2 and 3 and like the pre-sequels and stuff, it kind of feels like just one game.
Yeah.
Like one extended long game. The only thing I can say about 3 is that control-wise and stuff, they change things up. They have mounting and things, so it's a modern shooter.
Yeah.
It just has me wondering, okay, what are they gonna do? I see they have 4 characters. I don't know if they went like the Tales of the Borderlands, where they're really actually custom characters.
Yeah.
Because like that's one of the things that game did that doesn't get the credit for. It was like, oh, finally you could just be whatever.
Yeah.
So let's see if that brings some other stuff they learned. Like that's mainly the thing I'm looking for, to see what they learned from the last game, the last 2, to bring to this one. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Like it's actually been like 10 years since the last Borderlands. No, because Wonderlands was the last one, so you have to count that one.
Yeah.
2021 is Wonderlands, but 3 is like
2019.
3 is a while ago. 3 is 2019.
Okay.
So just wanted to bring that up because I'm interested in it.
Oh, last thing, the Superman trailer.
Oh yeah, I did see it.
I liked
Looks
it
good.
a lot.
Looks good. I think it looks like they learned, or that they understand that people like the Christopher Reeve type of deal, and then they also like crypto.
Yeah.
And then they also like seeing Superman get beat up.
Yeah.
So they incorporated all these things into the trailer. Let's hope the movie's good.
I believe in James Gunn directing this movie. I actually think he's gonna deliver. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I do like the fact that like the trailer was of hope, and that's something that I was describing. I remember yesterday we were talking to Jackie about it, and I was like, that's something that Superman. I always thought a characteristic of Superman is hope. It's a character that someone's like praying for them not to die, and he's the one that pops up, kind of shit. So like I see that character like that, and I think just the visual and how he looks, and then the whole Crypto kind of sold me the whole movie already. Like once they showed Crypto, I was sold. I was like, yeah, I like the super dog. I'm a sucker for animals, and then knowing that James Gunn has had hands and like making some of the most iconic animal characters in movies, Rocket Raccoon, I'm 100% behind that.
He's not an animal. Don't call him that.
Crypto's animal.
No, Rocket Raccoon's not an animal. Don't call him that.
He looked like one.
He don't want you to call him. He's not a raccoon. Don't call him that.
He's a furry little person.
He's got feelings, man. Respect him.
I actually can't wait till we see the third one, because the third one was fantastic. The Guardians 3 was fantastic.
Okay.
But I'm very excited to see how they're gonna do the storyline. I think the guy that's playing Lex Luthor, I think is a perfect choice for the character. I think he's a pretty good actor. He was Beast in the First Class, and later.
Oh, that's why he looks so familiar.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was Beast in those. He's a good actor, and I think he looks the part. There's some other things that I saw in the trailer, like some of the Authority characters, like Ultraman, and then I saw
the dragon. That was what's going on with that? Where'd that dragon come from?
I think honestly it might be from the Four Stitches of Solitude, and I think they broke into it, and there's a lot of the beasts that were in it that got out. Because you also see Superman with his robot. That's the robot butler of the Fortress of Solitude, and then Crypto is the protector of the Fortress of Solitude.
Gotcha.
So I'm wondering where they're gonna go with that. Seeing that Guy Gardner in it, and the bowl haircut and all, and then just seeing how Hawkgirl looked pretty fucking badass and stuff. So I'm very excited and seeing where this goes. And I think next year we're gonna have a lot of good superhero movies, because he also has the Fantastic Four. They should be getting their first trailer around the Super Bowl, so that's gonna be interesting as well.
No Fantastic Four song, no bye.
Right? They better bring that. It describes everything.
Yep, pretty much.
Yes.
You don't need an origin because they tell you in the opening. Come on, man.
Yes. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Superman.
Hopeful is all I can say.
Yeah.
Because Superman has had a bad track record.
Yeah, he did. And the thing is, Man of Steel I don't think Man of Steel was bad. It was just made for a different style of movie. And then, again, I just feel like, again, the big thing of the word hope, I thought Henry Cavill's Superman didn't show hope in that character or anything like that. It just showed like the dark version of the character, and this one actually, like the bright colors and everything like that, it just sells you hope in that movie, and I think I'm excited to see that. Want to get into this movie?
Yes, sir. Let's see what we got. This week's movie is Hellboy 2019. It is rated R. It is 2 hours. Did you see this one in the movies?
No, I did not. When it released on streaming.
Is that what they released the movie at?
No, it came out in theaters. April 12th, 2019.
Okay, April 12th. Okay. It is directed by Neil Marshall. I do not know this man.
Me either.
Not by name. He did make one of my favorite horror movies.
The Descent.
Horror? Yes.
Descent was
I
a good
like.
movie.
I like that movie. If you are claustrophobic, do not watch that movie. That's all I can say. People was freaking out in the theater when I watched that.
Yeah.
That's it. He made the Lost in Space reboot TV series in 2018-2019, it says. Executive producer.
Oh,
That's
okay. That was on Netflix.
That's about it. But I know that was a big deal. You know anything from it?
I didn't see it. I know of it because it was on Netflix. I never watched it.
No, I mean, just anything from this guy's list. You see anything you know?
Director, Descent, I know. Descent, Doomsday. Doomsday was an okay movie. What else he
2
did?
episodes of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there you go.
2 episodes of Constantine.
He did this
I've seen.
part 2 as well.
I did not see the part 2. Okay.
I think I did see it. The Lair I
One.
never saw. Duchess I never saw. I think those were TV shows.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
But yeah.
We have writing credits Andrew Cosby and Mike Mignola.
I think that's the creator of Hellboy. He actually had writing credit for it.
Okay, good stuff.
He wrote the
Yes.
other movies too.
That makes sense. As we have Mark Stanley as Arthur, Brian Gleason as Merlin, Nadia Karanova as Sister. Okay, come on now. Her name is Sister. Why are there 3 characters named Sister? What's up with the... I don't like how they put these characters in here.
It's part of the age, the backstory when they did the back.
Maria Tepavicharova as Sister. Again, another sister. Anna Tabakova as Sister. There's 3 of them. Come on. Mila Jovovich as Nimue, the Blood Queen. Penelope Mitchell as Ganaida. Terry Randall as Priest. Ian McShane as Professor Groom. David Harbour as Hellboy.
Yep.
Mario De La Rosa as Esteban Ruiz Camazats. Christopher Mata as referee. Okay, alright, ref. Atanas Srebrev as Agent Madison. Don Schur as Agent Strode. Michael Heath as Butler. There you go. Alistair Petrie as Lord Adam Garland. No, Claren. Rick Warden as Dr. Edwin Karp. Nitzan Ganatra. Yes. August Swain. Sophie Ocanedo as Lady Hatton. Marcos Rothwaite as Grigori Rasputin. He played Rasputin.
Yep.
What do we have? Iko Eliv as Professor Dr. Carl Rosberg Cronin. Joe Harlow as Von Krupp. Von Krupp. Is that the main bad guy?
Yeah.
Or is it Leopold Kurt? No, is it Von Krupp?
No. I thought it was the other one.
I forget. It's the Nazi guys.
Yeah.
It is him, right?
Yeah.
He's the one with the blue and the goggles.
Yeah.
The goggles and the scar on the face. Okay.
Thomas Hayden Church as Lobster Johnson.
Lobster. Oh.
That was
Okay,
Sandman.
Excuse me.
And
Yes. That's about it, right? I don't think we've missed anybody significant, are we?
No, I think we got everyone. I think the random one, I'll say Baby Got Yaga, was Troy James.
Baba Yaga. Yeah.
Baba Yaga.
Oh, that's that nasty lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That thing that was creepy.
Oh, that's the guy that does the fucking spider walk shit on his Instagram and shit.
Oh, that's the actor.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah,
He's
that's
very good at that.
Yeah.
He was in CW.
Yeah,
That's him in with the mask on his
doll.
face.
The doll.
Yeah, Ragdoll.
Yeah.
The Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, there's some cool stuff in this movie. I mean, I don't think he was the voice though, because it was a woman.
No, it was a woman. He was just a body.
Yes, there you go. Imitate as the voice. There you go. Okay. So let's see what they have for this version of Hellboy, because there's many. Caught between the worlds of the supernatural and human, Hellboy battles an ancient sorceress bent on revenge. I don't think that tells you anything that you don't already expect.
Yeah.
So this one, the woman, the sorceress, seems to be a.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if she's an actual character because the character's name Nimue is like that's just an actual like a historical not figure, but she's like a a character from mythos, like in as in say Athena is a character.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
I
Greek
think they
mythos.
used her though.
Nimue is in like I think she's Irish mythos, Scottish mythos.
I think they have used her in the comic though.
Okay, gotcha.
There's one thing I'll say with this movie. It did take a lot from one of the first story arcs of Hellboy.
Okay. So do you know was this supposed to be a reboot or was this just another
This
tale
was
of
supposed to
Hellboy?
be like a prequel.
To the Ron Perlmans or to the other
It was
guy?
supposed to be like a prequel of the Ron Perlman ones, because it was before they met the fish guy.
But it's in the same world?
Yeah,
Well, no, I know that the fish guy is a character in Hellboy, so it's not even. It doesn't even matter if it's Ron Perlman. They just before he met the rest of the crew.
Yeah,
I got.
so I
But
felt
no,
like
but see, look, they if you notice, they have the girl.
yeah,
It's Alice, right?
yeah,
That's the black chick with the
Yeah.
young black chick. Like she's the new version of
Alice.
I forget the girl's name. That lady. It's funny, Alice, and then freaking Mila Jovovich is in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on purpose. So, but like I see those characters are in here, but the fish man is not here. So
Yeah, I felt like it was like a. I don't say it was a. It is a reboot because it's different actors and different take on the character. But yeah, you could say it's a reboot. But it kind of goes into like the story of before they met that fish character and shit like that. Because in the end, they kind of cheese it. So it looked like they were trying to make a couple movies of these, but it didn't. They didn't do well in theaters, and so I don't think it's getting a sequel. But
gotcha.
But it looked like it was early times of Hellboy, not like later times.
Yes, yeah. Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know his age.
But I mean, they do a good job of like putting things out there. I think there was a few characters in here that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
The human dude that got the scar on his face. I forgot he's in a bunch of stuff.
Daniel Day Kim.
Yes, that dude. He's pretty good in this movie. His
Yeah.
character. The girl that was Alice, she was alright. Not bad. Like she did what she had to do. I think the guy that played Hellboy, he did a pretty good job. It's just I told you it felt like he was given the instruction to be
Perlman.
the Perlman's Hellboy instead of his own.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like it's the way he talks. Like the inflection of his voice is like he sounds like a younger Perlman. I'm like, that's not him doing the voice separately, is it?
Yeah. It's not.
It's not, because it's definitely a sound alike. Tell you that much. He has that cadence in his voice and that rasp and that gruff, if you will.
Yeah.
If you will.
And that's a hard thing to get away with too, because Ron Perlman talked Hellboy in like all the adaptations, even like the video game and the cartoons movies they did. It was Ron Perlman that voiced.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to get away from that, but like him making him kind of, you could tell.
But okay, so there was one in between that wasn't either one of these actors, right?
No, there's one after.
So okay, it's after. This is the one in between. All right, gotcha. Okay. But I think they did a good job. Like the world, I guess maybe since we're a little used to it, we did see 2 movies of it already.
Yeah.
Like it makes it's interesting to see familiar takes on some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff was around. I do like the shapeshifter, the boar.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like his character in it. Like there's a few things I like the way when he fought the giants in the beginning. The luchador that was the man bat. Like there's a few things that's just like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just didn't hit everything 100%.
Yeah.
And I still think the older ones are better movies.
Yeah.
But this one's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I would give it a 3.5 at the most.
I think I'm around that score. I think it did good job. I think where it threw me off was the special effects because again we got spoiled with Guillermo del Toro and his like actually using costumes and using sets and things like that mixed with the CG. This one they just used it too much and it kind of threw me off on some parts of the movie. I wasn't crazy about it. I thought it was kind of like it was okay, but other than that, there's certain scenes of him, like the way he built the character, that I thought was fine. I liked the wrestling scene. I liked that beginning scene in the wrestling match and shit like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I liked him as Hellboy. I thought he wasn't a bad Hellboy again, but I think he tried to mimic too much of what Ron Perlman did and not make it his own kind of thing. And even though they have a very similar voice, because if you hear him as a regular voice, like they have kind of a similar voice, like not changing his voice. But I wish it was just a bit more of his character and stuff. But other than that, it wasn't bad. Yeah, I'll go 3.5 with that too. So your 3.5s consist of Warzone, History of Violence, American Splendor, Captain Marvel, The Wolverine, Cowboys, Aliens, Thor, Constantine, Chronicles, Valerian, Jonah Hex, Amazing Spider-Man 2. You have a lot of 3.5s. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Man of Steel, Iron Man 3, Surrogates, Ghost World, and that's your last.
Okay, you could put it behind Iron Man 3.
Alright, cool. Hellboy 2019 3.5. Our next movie on this long comic book theater is Shazam.
Shazam. Now, did we watch one already?
We watched the first one already, so this would be a rewatch.
Oh yeah, we did see it.
They do have. I have the sequel on the list too, and it's later.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I had to add Kraven the Hunter and.
Did we just watch Drew McIntyre kick people in the head?
Yeah, I think that would be a better movie. So our next movie Shazam, then we go to Avengers Endgame, then we go to Brightburn, and then Spider-Man Far From Home, and Joker. That wraps up 2019, and then 2020.
Oh, that is. I was already cut you off.
Yeah.
That is just Hayabusa. Damn.
Yeah. You saw it. Finally, see the picture.
Yeah, I see. I look at the video. That is just Hayabusa.
It's 100% Hayabusa. They named
that
it
is
Hannibal.
just Grey Sasuke.
Yeah.
That is just who they are. Okay.
Yeah, so we got Avengers Endgame. Well, Shazam's next. Avengers Endgame, Brightburn, Spider-Man Far From Home, and Joker. That'll wrap up 2019. 2020 has Birds of Prey, New Mutants, X-Men Dark Phoenix, Wonder Woman 84, Black Widow, and that wraps up 2020. And then 2021 we have Shang-Chi, Venom Let There Be Carnage, The Suicide Squad, Eternals, Thunder Force, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay. Alright. A lot of stuff I think I have not seen. I don't think I saw that. Yeah. That Spider-Man movie.
That's the one with all three Spider-Mans.
No, I have not seen.
Okay.
I have not seen that.
Alright, so we do have a lot of movies that, again, there's some I have not watched or haven't watched in a while. And there's ones that I refuse to watch, but now I'm gonna have to watch because of the list. Like Mobius. I did watch parts of it.
Oh, thanks.
I did watch parts of it, and I did not like it. Like
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's Morbin time.
We have all those Sony movies to watch. So, Mobius, the other Venoms, Madam Web, and Kraven the Hunter.
Ooh, you said Madam Web. God damn. All right.
Yeah.
2025 looking pretty bleak, man. What you doing to me?
That's where you got hope in Superman.
I'm gonna have to hold on to that for a little bit.
Yeah, man. Alright. We can wrap this up.
Damn, he's even got all the scars on him too. Alright. Like, it really is just him. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear God podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress.
Yep.
Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark with the mic. Also follow our other cast. We have a brand new I Shell Shock that has been posted up this week for TMNT Back to the Sewer, which is the last season of TMNT 03. We plan to go through Turtles Forever for reviewing before we go into the start the 2012 series. So stay tuned for that. Also, Not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, and Gamer Rage. All those casts, listen to it. Our weekly The Wrestling Babble as well. Listen to that as well. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.